Greetings to everyone, delegates, organizers, people who are attending this international conference. Uh, First of all, I would like to thank IIRSD and the organizing committee of International Institute of Organized Research for giving me the opportunity as keynote speaker on the subject of UNSDG, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 goals, so I'll discuss on the area where I have worked in these couple of years during my career. To give a brief background, I have been working in aviation industry. I have worked in 5 airlines in this 20 years of my career, globally, nationally, and my last designation was Director of Ground Operations and Chief Instructor. And presently, I'm working as principal and chair professor in JT Aviation College. The area which interests me most from the 17 SDGs, from the 17 goals, is on gender equality. Uh, Gender equality is an area where I have been working for many years now, and basically on in 2018 I was invited by United Nations International Civil Aviation Organization, which is the head body of civil aviation internationally and who govern the global aviation industry. They had invited me in Cape Town, South Africa, for Gender Equality Summit, and I was given a speaking opportunity. I'm thankful to them. Uh, they had given me the opportunity um, uh, because of my work, which I have been doing, I have been doing now also. Uh, and It was an interesting 3 day program at Cape Town. Um, the areas which I highlighted that time, and even which I have been doing continuously pursuing even now, is the first point in gender equality is advocating gender equality in the global aviation sector. Aviation industry, airline industry is a highly dynamic and volatile industry, and women play a special role in these sectors, particularly the technical and non-technical field as well. So, giving them equal opportunity to both the genders is very much important. So, this is the area which I've been working on in these 20 years, in this 5 year licenses before my present assignment as principal. The second area which I've been exploring is the barriers and enablers that impact the advancement of women in their respective disciplines of aviation sector. There are various disciplines, various specialization areas which women can pursue, and it requires a lot of patience, lot of preparation, hard work, and giving them the right opportunity at the right time is very much important for the purpose to get recognized. The third area which I've been working is mobilizing the global aviation industry or the aviation community in identifying the concrete actions to accelerate gender equality and in a highly dynamic environment, dynamic aviation sector. I have been working in my assignment, my aviation career has spanned over in the most of the countries, Asia, India, Europe. So, as an aviation veteran in airline industry, as a former airline director, I try to mobilize the resources. I try to mobilize the um, uh, contacts, fellowship which I have with ICAO, IATA, the global players in aviation sector, and I try to mobilize the resources in such a way that women are recognized for their efforts and they're encouraged, and they deliver their best and they stand at par with their male colleagues, right? The other areas are establishing partnership to support the coordination and implementation of diverse actions, diverse fields, diverse actions. They require the support of uh, female employees, promotion and encouragement to them in their respective fields, recognition, motivation. These are the areas where we have been working on in these years. Also, one of the things which play a major role, and which is also my current assignment, is coaching and mentoring female colleagues, employees, um, and developing them as a future leaders in their respective areas. uh, Aviation is one sector uh, which is the backbone of any economy. It can be a national economy or a world economy. Aviation is one industry which is an infrastructural support to all these industry, to all these economies. And we know that the world is bit down and out because of COVID situation currently. But again, even the aviation industry is going through a rough phase, but it is again starting to it has again started coming back to normalcy, because it's an industry which you cannot hold it for long. It has to bounce back, because it's a direct infrastructure for any country, or for any world economy, for tourism, for hospitality, for any sector. For a country to grow, for the world economy to grow, aviation has to be a backbone, is a backbone. So this is one of the areas we develop, we coach, we mentor women into leadership position. We give them the support they need. We motivate and encourage their initiatives, their assignments. They are given the challenging roles, and we train them to deliver their best. This is one of the areas which I have been focusing in my current assignment also, as chair professor and principal of JT Aviation College in Calcutta. The second thing is we try to identify the challenges which the women leaders, they get into. Sometimes there's an attitudinal problem in the male dominated areas, like we can do it all, you can't do it at all. So this is the kind of feeling, but it is receding for last few years, after our group, after our uh, uh, community, aviation community, they have come back stronger, and and after they have started supporting the women gender, they've promoted the gender equality. So this is one of the things. And we also are focusing on the strategy, how to change the mindset. See, everything starts from the mind first. The action is always twice. The first action is always mental. Before, once you think, once you have that desire, once you have that ambition, then only the actual action takes place. If you believe that I can do it, you can definitely do it. If you believe maybe may not be able to do it, then it's high chances that you'll fail. The confidence, the desire, the burning desire has to come from inside. So any action happens, it happens for twice, first mentally and then physically. So that's a thing which we have been working on, and have been leading the initiative in JT Aviation College Calcutta as principal and chair professor. We are building up a strategy, how to change the mindset of people who are having that negative kind of attitude towards the opposite gender. uh, the other area which I have been working on is establishing funding support for participation in women leadership program. Various organizations, various world organizations like ICAO, as I was saying earlier, International Civil Aviation Organization, which is the global head of civil aviation internationally. They are the governing body and one of the departments of United Nations. We have been in close coordination. We have been in close collaboration with them, along with IATA, International Air Transport Association, one of the one of the topmost training majors in aviation industry globally. We are developing programs on women leadership, how to empower and make women leaders successful in the coming years, in the coming decades. Also, we are trying to break the gender barrier, which is prevalent in some societies, in some primitive societies, in some countries. So that is one of the things which we are trying to uh, uh, pursue. We are following the UN guidelines, UN programs. uh, in future will be taking support from the UN authorities, so that our project, our mission, our uh, target is successful. The overall purpose is to empower women in the society, in the industry, and make them equal to their male counterparts. Then is the next one is building community of peers, and this can be both men and women. But the peer, we are building a community of peers where, and mentoring them to succeed in leadership roles. This is one of the areas which, to some extent, I had explained earlier also. Uh, the last but not the least is in the workplace. We are trying to promote gender equality through couple of initiatives. There are 5 initiatives which have we have already incorporated. That is equal pay for equal work. That's one of the things. In some of the societies this is not happening, but I'm not taking into account the advanced countries, the developed nations, but in some economies, some countries, this is not happening. Equal pay for equal work. We are trying to ensure all these things through the regulators, through the government agencies, through the uh, uh, global authorities. We are also trying to encourage special allowances for women employees in organizations, aviation organizations, airlines, airport authorities, airport operators. Maternity leave and child care benefits, we are pursuing, we are advocating that this should be made mandatory, and establishing female employee committees. This is one of the interesting initiatives which we have taken of late in last year, giving them the full uh, freedom to develop their own committee, so that they know what is best for them, so accordingly they can devise their strategies of women empowerment. Last but not the least, guiding female employees for the legal interest. Sometimes in some societies, female employees, they suffer without much reason. So we are giving them that legal protection, so that they can pursue their what do you say, pursue their interest, or pursue their interest, or their freedom to the fullest possible level. So these are the areas which I've been working on this 20 years during my aviation career, and even now when I'm in my academic aviation college career, I'm very much into all these assignments, and I'm getting good support from Government of India, Government of West Bengal. Our college is a Government of West Bengal collaborated college under International Air Transport Association. So we are getting ample support on pursuing these objectives, these goals, which is one of the major requirements of UNSDG, um, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030. So I again thank all of you, all the delegates, all the participants, organizers, management team, for giving me the opportunity to speak at this international conference, IIRST, organized by International Institute of Organized Research. And I also thank for the recognition conferred to me by IOR management, in terms of Global Principal Award and IOR Fellowship. Thank you all.